Hey guys, what is going on and welcome to another Fortnite Battle Royale video here on the channel. Now, as you can see on the screen, we have the official confirmation. Fortnite's X Star Wars Galactic Battle is coming May 2nd. This will be a shorter 5-week season beginning on May 2nd as Chapter 6 Season 3. It will feature updates every week in a 5-act story, culminating in Act 5, the Death Star sabotage on June 7th, before leading us into Season 4. So, let's go on into a game and have a little look for it. But before we get into that game, let's have a little look at this week's weekly quests. Week 9. You have 5 quests as always. We don't have any more story quests, but Week 9 requires you to do the following. Destroy 100 objects with the rocket drill, rocket ram, or pickaxe. That is correct, the rocket ram returns to Fortnite. However, it now only is a 10-use item. Deal 100 damage to opponents while in a vehicle. Bear in mind it says opponents, which means that guards and NPCs count, so you could just go and run up alongside the convoy on a bike and drill them. You could do that. Collect 500 ammo from eliminated players, specifically players. This one is, so it might be easier to do that later in a game when people have more ammo and you just kill them and then take it. Eliminate 5 opponents outside of named locations, bearing in mind once again it says opponents, therefore guards and NPCs count. And then finally, a new feature added in today's update, jam alone using all instruments at once. This is a new feature that has been added where you can now do a 4-man jam loop entirely by yourself, which is pretty cool. But you can't do it here in the lobby, as you can see. So, without further ado, let's head into a match, shall we? So, it goes without saying that the Daigo Portal Beam is still an active event. As you can see, pretty explosive. It then launches up into the sky where it is creating the beautifully large pink-purple rift. There is somewhere in the sky a very tiny Death Star. I have yet to actually see it, but obviously keep an eye on the sky as you are flying into matches. In fact, I tell a lie, I have just found it. So you're going to be looking towards the sort of southeast of the island. You can see it right there. Beautiful big orb in the sky, slowly but surely making its way closer to the island, ready for galactic battle. So it's unclear as of the current moment how the portal links to this, but I'm sure we will find out more in the coming weeks. I get the feeling that the 0 point shard might be a key feature of this season, and then even going into Season 4 in a month's time. It's kind of weird to think that this will be a shorter season, but we're no strangers to those now. This will be the 3rd one that we've had, so obviously we're not new to this rodeo. Over here though, the portal is still very much active with the boss fight against Baron Fletcher Kane. You also still have Daigo there trying to work his way into the spirit realm once more. So I guess we will we'll take out the Baron and see what happens following that, if we can, because it does appear that there are other people here who would like to do us some major harm. And I think that's the problem with coming here at the moment, is someone always wants to kill you. But naturally we will give it a good shot, staying alive. Right. Well, we killed the Snoop Dog, now I guess we just try and kill the Baron, but that might not be the easiest feat when I'm incredibly weak. Kind of need the Baron to let me heal up a little bit, and then we can sort of take him out. Hopefully. Alright, we take out Kane. And just like that, Daigo, as before, continues to walk away. So that has not actually changed as of the current moment, which is kind of interesting to see. It does almost start to beg the question of when is Daigo going to enter that portal. But we do have the good theory going around that it could be this coming weekend. So last weekend it was originally meant to be the event, but the event then got pushed back because of the Star Wars reveal. But yeah, the Death Star is slowly but surely making its way to the island now. Daigo's portal beam is bigger than ever. And frankly, I think a lot is coming to this game over the next few weeks. So obviously, stay tuned, but let's use power of editing to skip forward a little bit, shall we? So folks, I've just found my first rocket ram in chapter 6. So rocket ram, as I say, you are limited to 10 uses with it now, is the only annoying thing. So I guess without further ado, let's use it the first time. They also appear to have slowed it down a little bit, I must say. That took a long time to wind up. But yeah, the new rocket ram, worse than it used to be, but I can see why. It's almost like they want you to use different things like the drill instead, which I guess they probably do. Oh, this guy's getting boring. Let's just finish him off with an assault rifle. But yeah, we've got ourselves the ram. Used it once, and I can't lie, I didn't really get that far. It just didn't seem to do much. I think for that quest though, to destroy 100 structures, I think one of the best things to do is going to be going into one of the cities. So that's where we're going to head now, if we are careful. There is a person here who seems to have an absolute vendetta against me and has been chasing me the entire game. Oh, I feel bad. I feel bad for that. Yeah, I think your best way to use the rocket ram now is to probably go into buildings, into like a city area, and destroy it that way. I've picked up the drill because I get the feeling that the rocket ram might not be enough to do 100 objects. I mean, you can do it with your pickaxe if you really want, but how effective is that actually going to be? Probably not very. So I think your best bet is probably the drill, just because the drill seems to have quite a lot of power, but we'll see how much power the ram has when we get over here to Seaport City. I mean, hopefully it's still quite the destructive capability. Okay. I mean, it could destroy some stuff, but that 20-second cooldown is heavy. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually think they've made the rocket ram bad. And I'm not even going to get to use it again, I don't think. No, we're going to get slaughtered. Yeah, I don't think it's as good as it used to be, I must say. I mean, you'll definitely be able to get some structures with it. I mean, just watching her in the background now, she's gone upwards, so took out a lot of the building and then slammed down onto one, which is probably your best way to do it if you want to use the ram for that quest. But anyway, let's head into another game really quick. So honestly, it seems like the rocket ram it's weird with its functionality, because I've just launched myself into this room, and actually managed to get the kill with it. So it's definitely nerfed on what it was, but that's not to say it's a bad weapon. I mean, it's got potential. It's just, this destroy 100 objects might take time, which is going to be very annoying for you for your quests, I must say. But we've got one. We're going to see how much I can get done in Crime City. We're going to actually test the functionality of it. Because, frankly, I think the drill is your safest bet. And then... okay. I may have just eaten my words. 40 objects upon landing. Yeah, this might be a good way to do it then. You know what? I respect Epic for making me eat my words like that, because I kind of deserve it. And my game just black screened, so I'm not going to be able to finish it. Let's use the power of editing. So after that lovely black screen, we're back, and we'll do that one more time. It's the ground slam that actually destroys the structures, so I mean, disregard everything I said at the start of the video. Yes, they've nerfed the rocket ram. Yes, it only has 10 uses now. Yes, it takes longer to charge up now, but it's still just as powerful when you land on the ground and slam into everything. So that's probably your best way to deal with that quest. Now, really quickly, I want to draw your attention to the new feature where you can now do all 4 instruments in a jam loop by yourself. It's quite cool. So we'll go outside, we'll go and do this. Now, you start up your jam loop, it comes up as one of the instruments that says all, and then you'll see the little circles in front of you. You can actually stop an instrument, or you can change an instrument to be something else. So I can we'll have the bass from somebody that I used to know, we'll add that in there. You can tinker with things, and you can do an entire 4-person jam loop by yourself, and you have got to do this once for your quests. 30,000 XP for doing 2 button presses. You'd be a fool to complain about that. So, the question then remains, because I've seen a few people ask about this, can you see the Death Star from in Crime City? Because obviously Crime City has the rain effect around it. I hate to break it to you, no, you cannot. As you can see, we're looking up towards the sky, we can't see anything there. Let's fly on out of Crime City. And as the sky renders back in, there you go, there is the Death Star looking ominous off in the distance. It is also worth noticing that that is not the final stage. The Death Star will slowly get closer to the island over the course of the next roughly week and a half. There are 5 stages of it getting closer. This is only stage 2. So that Death Star, it's going to be huge next season. We've seen a rough render of what it will look like in the galactic battle, and I hate to break it to you guys, we might be doomed. Genuinely, this thing is going to take up your entire skybox outside of the map. It's huge. So, will this island be destroyed in a month's time? Hopefully not. I'm growing quite attached to the Chapter 6 map, and I know a lot of people are slowly starting to like this map. I genuinely think this is one of the most beautiful maps we've ever had, and I will stand by that, so who knows. But anyway, let's use the power of editing to skip forward a little bit further, shall we? So, back to the lobby, and I just want to say how easy these quests actually are this week. I mean, I've only played 2 games. Both of them were pretty short. I've been playing for about 20 minutes, if that. 20-25 minutes maybe. All I've got to do is collect another 50 ammo from eliminated players, which is probably just killing 1 more person. And then that deal 100 damage to opponents while in a vehicle. It's kind of an annoying one to do, but it will be easy if you find the convoys and deal with it that way. So, with all that in mind, guys, that is the end of week 9. The Death Star is on its way. The Imperial threat is coming. Galactic Battle comes to Battle Royale May 2nd. But until then, like I say, we may have a mini event coming on Saturday, so stay tuned for that one. And until then, thanks for watching the video. I hope you found it informative, enjoyable and fun to watch as always. And I'll see you all in the next one.